Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Got it set up on the outside. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Utah's offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parks. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Rising. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Utes will punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Makes the quick grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Touch pass on the run. Crosses to 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking for space, it's Bernard. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Rising. Finds his target down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give on the inside. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Back to throw, it's Rising. Gets it out quickly. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Bulldozes his way through, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the back. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this.
Got a lot of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And great tight coverage, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I got to be really tight. I can't give them any space. The field shrunk down so much. Nice tight coverage by this defense, and a nice physical play to make sure he did not catch that football.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Rising. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he got loose. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parks. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Keefe. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Utes! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. BYU right back to the line. To throw, it's Retzlaff. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the big fella.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation. You wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's rising. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. BYU 3. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets to a turner on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the lead.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Now on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got him downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Dropping back, it's Rising. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, BYU Utah is must-see TV, and today is no different. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Finds his man. It's Keefe. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
All right, offense cooking right now. That's a nice pass and catch. A big gainer, and it now sets the offense up down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Keefe. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Roberts. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. BYU lines up quickly. Direct snap. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Wow, Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Cougars with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man down the middle. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. He's off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Retzlaff. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And it's right down the boulevard.
That makes the score. Utah 31, BYU 6.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Rising. Gets it out fast. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. Handoff from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line. Brings up third down.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the ground with the counter. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Martin. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the left side. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This has been a rough night for this offense. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. It's a draw. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rising. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Utah 31, BYU 6.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the run, it's Bernard. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keefe. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
It just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The give to the single back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the triple option sounds so great, right? I have so many options, but that quarterback has to read all of those things and read them really, really fast. You could tell he was trying to make a decision and kept stringing them out. He couldn't get any yards on the play. Look for the quarterback to maybe pitch the ball or make some decisions a little faster in the future.
The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
At the 12-yard line. Now, 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're working that left side. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
BYU has this offense clicking. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Roberts.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step, take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
On the move, it's Martin. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU.
Yeah, Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
BYU 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Powers through the defender. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Third down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Keefe. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got it in the middle. It's Hill. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
BYU 20.
They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. At the 40, there he goes! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Mano-y-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
The Utes decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. This offense has a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. Quickly complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and 10 after the previous play. They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going for the big play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Using his legs, it's Bernard. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.